Hello everyone and welcome to another English with Joseph. Well, over the last week, a few of you have been asking me to talk more about my personal life. Well, I'm not sure exactly what it is that you want to know, but let me begin by telling you about a few of my favorite TV and radio shows, and of course about my personal habits during the week. Now, while I'm doing that, I would really like you to watch my mouth, because as you can see, as I've told many of you before, the mouth in English must come down. So we don't speak like this or like this. We always move the bottom part of the mouth. If you watch the Queen on TV or our royals, you will see that this part stays stiff, as our Queen often says, stiff upper lip, and we talk with this part of the mouth. That could be quite painful if you haven't done that before. Anyway, watching the mouth, let me tell you about a few of my favorite things. Well, I suppose I can begin by talking about my favorite food, which is pasta with orange. And you'd really have to find the recipe for that because it's absolutely delicious. Earlier tonight I made another video clip of chicken with orange. Now, I'm not vegetarian exactly, but I do like to avoid meat when I can. So I eat chicken usually once a week. Usually. Sometimes I have some other meat as well, but I try usually to be a good vegetarian, at least Monday to Friday anyway. Tonight I'm having chicken with orange, and it's absolutely delicious. About TV and radio, a few of you have asked me what my favorite TV shows and radio stations are. Well, as you know, I've traveled quite a lot to different places in the world. Last night, for example, I was listening to a radio station in Ecuador, in South America, in Spanish, which was very nice. And the evening before, I was listening to a Scottish Gaelic TV and radio show. Sometimes I also like to listen to some Arabic radio stations. As you might know, Saudi Arabia broadcasts its national radio on YouTube. There's the Saudi Channel Radio 1 and the Saudi Channel Radio 2. So sometimes I listen to those as well. About my favorite TV shows, well, there's many of those, but I want to tell you about a few of them. One of them almost certainly is The Golden Girls. The Golden Girls is a TV show from the 1980s about 4 women who live together. 4 women who've moved in together because they're older. There's one woman with her mother, and there's another 2 as well, and they're very, very good friends. It's something like the TV show Friends, but probably older, and the people are older as well. It's called The Golden Girls, and you can find it on YouTube. You can find all the episodes on YouTube if you search for The Golden Girls. And I think the channel that I usually watch it on YouTube is by Peter Taylor. So if you type in The Golden Girls, Peter Taylor, you get all of the episodes, all of the full episodes. I also like Charmed, which is a TV show about three witches who live in modern day times. It's very funny. That's another one that I watch fairly regularly. Again, it's from the early 1990s. Well, my favorite movie. Now that's a hard one because I don't really watch so many movies. So let me talk again about TV shows. Well, one very good one that you would just love is called The Invaders. That's from the 1960s. And the reason why these older TV shows are very good is because they use such beautiful English. The Invaders is about an alien race of people who want to invade the planet Earth. And there's one man who tries to stop them. He's an architect called David Vincent. And that TV show ran, I think, from 1965 to 68. It's quite old, but the fashions are wonderful. It's American. Another nice one is called The Champions. When I was a little boy growing up back in the 1970s and 80s, The Champions was my favorite TV show. The Champions was made between the years 1967 and 1968, about three superheroes. And you can find it on YouTube as well. I'm not sure if there's subtitles on there, but it's a wonderful TV show. They can see through walls, and I don't think they can become invisible, but they all have superpowers, superhuman strength, and all these things. So that's called The Champions. Well, I hope that tells you a little bit more about me. My favorite website that I like to visit? Oh, well, there's many. But I suppose my favorite one for daily news, I suppose, would have to be the BBC News website. I wouldn't say I like it exactly. It's just more of a habit. When I wake up in the morning, I like to watch CNN just to see what America is doing. Then I also like to watch Sky News and BBC News. So these are a few of my little habits of the morning. Well, for those of you who wanted to know information about me, I hope that tells you something. And if you want links to any of these things, please don't hesitate to send me a message. Well, that's all for now. So I hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye.